Rioting, violence, looting. The worst UK disorder in more than a decade. Now the Home Office is launching a rapid review of how best to counter extremism and updating the government's strategy in the area for the first time since 2015. Making the announcement, Home Secretary Yvette Cooper said, "For too long, governments have failed to address the rise in extremism, both online and on our streets, and we've seen the number of young people radicalised online grow. Hateful incitement of all kinds fractures and frays the very fabric of our communities and our democracy." Nearly 2 decades after the 7/7 bombings, the threat posed by Islamist extremism and the far right will both be reassessed. But amid the rise of influencers like the self-proclaimed misogynist Andrew Tate, the review will also look at extreme misogyny and other more broader-based beliefs that often emerge and grow online.
We've gone away from the stuffy rooms with a secret cell, where people are plotting what they're going to do. We now have open source intelligence on the internet, on sites like X, where people are not banned for saying extremist things. And then we have WhatsApp groups that are developed as well. So I think in that aspect it's changed quite significantly.
A new definition of extremism unveiled under the previous government will also remain in place, despite some concerns it could lead to certain groups being unfairly targeted.
The jailing of people for riot-related social media posts brought into sharp focus the tension between freedom of speech and the law in the digital age. The Home Office will have to walk a similar line in this review, establishing when legitimate beliefs turn into unacceptable extremism.
But with domestic issues like migration and inequality frequently used to whip up extremist violence, experts say the government will need more than just words.
Tackling extremism is really going to require going beyond just the sort of tip of the iceberg that is violent terrorism. It really is going to be about addressing those root causes and drivers, which are very diverse and actually are diversifying. We see increasing social isolation, we see major challenges to social cohesion, and we see very localised issues which quickly metastasise into national violence, as we saw recently.
Stopping the summer riots was the first big challenge for the new Labour government. But addressing the root causes that lay behind them is the tougher test for the years ahead. Rob Powell, Sky News in Westminster.